What's going on, geeks and geekettes? Welcome to KEMN Radio, your number one Friday late night Sultry comic talk. I'm your host, Raymundo Saratoga. How's everyone doing tonight? Looks like we got one of the villains in the house. What's going on, my friend? So tonight, no real agenda. We're just gonna browse, take a look and see what happened in this week in Geek. That's right. I didn't really get a chance to write down my thoughts, but I want you guys to come along with the ride. Let's wing this one tonight. The You See This Villains podcast. I'm going to get a puke bag. Oh my. As long as somebody comes by and hangs out with me this evening. It's tonight here in the West Coast. It's tomorrow for everyone else. Just wanted to hit the live button and see what comes to mind. That's a classic right there. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. It looks like the 2023 Eisner Awards have revealed their manga nominations. Anyone reading manga out there? The Black Paradox by Juni Ito. PTSD Radio. Ooh, another Sultry radio station, I bet. talk to my back. Anybody reading manga? Anybody know any of these? They sound interesting. These are creators. These creators are not the only manga-related talent up for an award at the Eisner event. It's gonna add new members to its Hall of Fame. It looks like the Eisners are stepping their game up. It's the same undies you had for 25 years. It has more holes than Swiss cheese. Glad you noticed. Ooh. I bet you can eat a peach for hours. Let's take a look at some reviews. How about that? Let's see what comicbook.com has to say about some of your favorite weekly reads. Let's scroll down and see what's going on. Action Comics, number 1055. Action Comics, number 1055 is about as solid a Superman comic as you can get, at least in terms of the main story. Yes, the two backup stories are still decent, though they do feel like a bit like they're treading water at this point. But the main story from Philip Kennedy Johnson is some of the best of this run to date. Oh, anyone out there reading Action Comics? I eat manga like peaches for hours. It's not weird, and I'm slightly flaccid. Oh my, the C-List Villains podcast. Out here playing with my emotions. The Eradicator is back and on the hunt for Cyborg Superman. Oh. But while that combination of things could be messy and sensational, what results is actually a really tightly done bit of character study that digs into how Metalo becomes Metalo, and the nature of what abuse and violence and just one wrong turn can do to a person. It is beautifully done on every level, from story to art. This is a fantastic issue all around. Comicbook.com gives Action Comics 1055 a 5 out of 5. You reading Action Comics out there at Geeks and Geekettes? What do they have to say about this Harley Quinn? While the art in Harley Quinn number 30 is great and a lot of fun, this particular run continues with this issue, one can't help but get the feeling that we're just continuing in a weird cycle of Harley riders. Oh no. Oh no. Look at this. This is pretty messy. feels like this issue in particular is really losing its thread. 2 out of 5. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, let's take a look. Nightwing number 104. Who's reading Nightwing out there? After months of stellar work, Tom Taylor and Travis Moore bring their biggest story to a close in an incredibly fitting fashion. Though the results are predictable, the story is peak Dick Grayson, as Taylor flexes his muscles on how well he understands the character. Moore continues to uphold his predecessor's dynamic art. 4 out of 5. Ooh. Anybody reading that Nightwing? Let's move on to some Marvel, picking out some of the things out here. Daredevil and Echo number 1. While many fans are thrilled to see these two working together again, Daredevil and Echo number 1 is a bit of a mixed bag. The main baddie is revealed to be the Diva Goblin, and Marvel's array of goblin-based villains are quickly reaching symbiotic levels of overexposure. Uh-oh. 3 out of 5. Oh no, it's not looking good for Echo in her return. See, the whole Venomverse thing is starting to come back around, and people are paying attention to it again. Extreme Venomverse number 2 goes live this week with all the delicious art and coloring you could want from the Dark Tale. Things get even worse as live model decoys come into the mix, but as always, Extreme Venomverse navigates its back and forth plot with some gnarly artwork fans will eat up. 4 out of 5. Oh my. Sounds delicious. How about some X-Men reviews? Storm number 1 is a throwback to the X-Men of the 1980s. And writer Ann Nesenti leans hard into the melodrama that defines the series during that era, with interpersonal conflict around every corner. Rogue is still trying too hard to prove herself as a worthy new addition to the X-Men team, and Storms is still finding her footing as their new leader. Storm number 1 seems likely to primarily satisfy readers with a pre-existing affinity for 80s X-Men, as it delivers a kind of X-Men story that Marvel hasn't been focusing on in the Krakoa era, and does it well. 3 out of 5. Anyone reading Storm? Harrower, number 4. What's this? What is this? In a world where success means endless continuation, you got to hand it to writer Justin Jordan and artist Bram Revel for knowing when to back away from the table. Harrower has been a tremendous tale from the start, but its ending not only sticks the landing, but manages to know what this is the exact point to say that is it. No more. Horror fans will be talking about this one for years, and it's the kind of comic that readers will get to delight in as an easy recommendation forever. 5 out of 5. Oh my goodness, a perfect score. Anyone reading a Harrower? Harrower. Harrower. I started this one. I read the first few issues and kind of fell off. People at the beginning absolutely loved it. Ordinary Gods number 12 is going to be the series finale. And they feel like there's some sort of massive disconnect between this issue and the previous one. Uh-oh. So much that there were times they weren't sure that they were reading the same series. There's also a bit about a dog that doesn't sit well with them. Overall, it just feels like a bit more time could have been spent here to make this really work. But unfortunately, it wasn't. 2.5 out of 5. Oh no. Ouch. Such a strong start for that book too. Now here's a series that I kind of fell off on too. I started the Radiant Black series and it's just blowing up. It's everywhere now. Radiant Pink, number 5, sends the series out on one of its most poignant and vulnerable notes, while also setting the book's incredibly charismatic hero on an even more promising path forward. Ava has been the heart of this series, and writers Megan Camarena and Melissa Flores have done a wonderful job of highlighting the person behind the powers. Radiant Pink showcased why Ava is a true gem in the Radiant franchise, and the team saved some of its best for last. 4.5 out of 5. Oh, wow, that's nice. Anyone stuck with the Radiant series? Hope you did. Well, going right back into the Radiant series, Supermassive 2023 number 1 pulls together its stellar cast of heroes and weaves in classic adventuring elements. 4 out of 5, just jumped right into that one right there. If you guys have read the first Supermassive, it seemed it was nice, but I didn't think it was great. But looks like comicbook.com liked it. We have Radiant Black, Rogue Sun. I forgot who this one right here was. Art was great, but man, I don't know. They just seem like whiny millennials to me. But that's just me. What did you think? This is another book right here I never followed back on. Vanish. It's been difficult to figure out who really is the villain in Vanish, though that it feels by design. But the book has truly hit another level with each and every major revelation. Vanish number 7 yet again defines this, revealing a major factor behind Oliver's degrading mental state and several other moves from writer Donny Cates. The more they haze on how to root for lifts, the more the series picks up steam. And issue number 7 is easily one of the best issues yet. 4 out of 5. I know some folks in the community are absolutely loving XO Man of War, and it seems like Unconquered number 3 will not disappoint. There's something about the profound scale that readers can find in comic books that makes them unmatched in storytelling. Movies like to think of themselves as a pinnacle, especially because so many comics are adapted or upgraded, as some might think, into that medium. XO Man of War's Unconquered is the kind of comic that rewards readers and destroys that line of thinking because of its existence. You will not find anything like this coming out of a modern movie studio because there is an unmatched level of power in these pages and a deranged acknowledgement between creator and reader that this is a story eager to break free from its panels and into your imagination, where it will only blossom further. 5 out of 5. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. All those books sounded great. I might need to jump right back in. Seems like I'm missing something here. So earlier this week, PlayStation had its showcase. And along with it was an hour and a half worth of cutscenes and demos and trailers. And it seems like we're getting a part 2 to the PlayStation Smash hit Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is going to release pretty soon. We should get the announcement really soon about this one. Man, did you guys play that first Spider-Man on the PS4? That game was amazing. Looks like set for this for release this fall. extended gameplay video for Spider-Man 2 is featured during the May 24th PlayStation Showcase event, and it was pretty impressive, showing off Kraven the Hunter and Symbiote Spider-Man. Oh, snap! We're getting the Symbiote Spider-Man. We're gonna get the black costume. I wonder how that's going to be introduced into the game. My goodness. Let's see. Everything we know so far about that Spider-Man 2. This is according to Games Radar. Set for release in 2023. One of the most anticipated games of the PS5. And this is coming off the heels of the Spider-Man Miles Morales side story. We got to see Miles at the end of the first PlayStation game, and then he got his own DLC, which was also a fantastic game. Perfect for our comic book geeks and our gamer nerds together. Blending both of our favorite worlds. Any gamers out there looking forward to this? And are you going to get it on the PS5, or are you going to be waiting for it to come out on PC? Let me know. Make sure you head on over to Jackalomala's YouTube channel. He just dropped his very first mixtape. What's going on, son? Thank you for hanging out tonight. I know we talk comic books out here, but man, there's just something I need to get off my chest. It's been finally announced. So much speculation behind this right here. Konami has returned to gaming. You know who they are. The publishers of the Metal Gear Solid series. And that's what they're doing. They're coming back with another Metal Gear Solid game, but this time around, it's a remake of possibly the greatest video game ever created, Metal Gear Solid 3. It's been nearly 20 years since its original release. Konami is officially remaking the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for the PS5. And it's been confirmed for you Xbox and PC players that it will be released there as well. We got to see a small snippet at PlayStation's showcase earlier this week. Officially named Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. And it's going to be a faithful remake of Hideo Kojima's original game, the creator and mastermind behind the Metal Gear Solid series. And rumor has it, that's right, original Snake is coming back. David Hayter, who played Solid Snake and voiced him for the first 4 iterations of the game, is coming back. And this was one of the most controversial things that could have happened in video game history, where you switch out the voice for none other than Kiefer Sutherland in Metal Gear Solid 5. That was a really big change. We don't know how to handle that. But according to many outlets, David Hayter is coming back as Naked Snake, the first iteration of Snake in this classic. Set during the Cold War, you see Naked Snake going on a mission to try to save the world, only to be hit with a major roadblock. His mentor, she wasn't the big boss, the boss, tells him to stop, turn around, and walk away. That's something he couldn't do. Then you play the game and you find out what happens, and the biggest stunner in video game history happens in this. That's why it's one of my favorites. But I don't know. Hideo Kojima's not a part of this remake, so I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know, chat. What do you think? Is this a game that you're looking forward to? And then on top of that, they're going to re-release Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 in its original state this fall. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. So you're going to be able to play the original version of Metal Gear Solid 3 and or the remake. It'll be your choice. Anyone who's played Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, what was your favorite boss battle? There were so many good ones. But for me, it has to be the boss. Had the most heartbreaking end to that one right there. And one of the reasons why it's one of my favorites. Let's breeze through some Instagram stories right quick. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this looks dope. What's this? Oh! The original art for DC Comics' new August solicitations, Night Terrors, Knights End #1. And this is a cover by one of my favorite artists, Simone DeMeo. Original art is now sold. Man, Simone DeMeo's art is fantastic. He did Outlaws, I believe. And the beautifully drawn. We only find them when they're dead. I'm gonna give this a like. Ew. Just take them. What's this? Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding? There is a private CGC signing coming up. Look at this. Bagley and Emberlin will also be offering remarks. A limited number of remarks and schedules for purchase. CGC must receive all submissions for this event by Friday, July 23rd. Oh my goodness. Also, Brian Michael Bendis, Mark Bagley, and Randy Emberlin, they're going to be in the house. Look at this. This is going to be a crazy CGC signing. Any Ultimate Fallout fans out there holding on to that precious book, maybe it's time to get it signed by the man. So, I like this. No context. This right here, this is the kind of art that I really enjoy. Like, this is really dope to me. Big eyes, anime-ish, but then it also has almost like a chalk texture to it. It looks nice. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Digging it. All I see is beer and comics. Honestly, what else? Beer, alcoholic. Oh, look! Look who posted this right here. My boy, Hideo Kojima himself. He's one of the few celebrities that could just post something people will just like no matter what. Just post like a couple of bottles of champagne. Go on, Hideo. Enjoy your life. Look at this. This is some classic 90s goodness right here. Wolverine number 50, Larry Hama, Mark Silvestri, die-cut cover. This looks fantabulous. That's classic 90s art right there. Okay. Let's be real. The Barbie trailer does not look that bad. I like to watch it. It looks like it's a good time. A real good time. It looks fun and cheesy and it knows it. I think I'm gonna want to buy a couple of tickets to that one. Okay. What's your grail? What's the one book you want in your collection right now? If you can afford it, and it's like, this is the one. This is what I want. This will make my little collection just the ultimate collection. Giant Size X-Men #1. This is definitely something to have in your collection if you can. Look, someone got a victory royale in Fortnite. Congratulations, man. That's not my thing, but hey, whatever makes you happy. I finally finished reading this. Batman and Joker, the Deadly Duo. Not gonna lie, look. It's one of those books that I cannot give it high praise, but it wasn't bad. The read was good, not great. The art was fantabulous. The art was fantabulous. Fantabulous by Mark Silvestri. This is something I recommend everyone reading. Just for kicks. Batman is forced to team up with his arch nemesis, the Joker, and it takes every bit of human soul within him to not choke this guy out. And of course, the dialogue from the Joker, A1 Supreme. Have you read it? Definitely worth checking out. All right, my gamers, my PC gamers. I really want to highlight Mr. Matt Lee. He builds PCs, but he has such a cinematic way of doing it. It's fantabulous. If there is a page I would like for you to follow, it's Mr. Matt Lee. Go find him on YouTube. Take a look at some of his videos. It's so chill. He plays some lo-fi hip-hop in the background while he builds a PC, and it looks amazing. If I tell you it's just a channel on building computers, it's not that. It's an art form. And I definitely recommend anybody interested in building a PC check out his channel because, man, his videos are great. What's going on here? You know what? I got something. Let's take a look at this. What's going on this weekend? There's a few cons this weekend. Look at this. For my folks in Atlanta, Georgia, the Georgia World Congress Center, MomoCon 2023. Let's take a look at this. This is for fans of Japanese anime, American animation, comics, video games, and tabletop games to celebrate their passion by costuming, cosplaying, browsing the huge exhibitors hall. Looks like a nice little pop culture fest. Let's see who's the guests. Who are the guests? Take a look at some of the guests. Oh, man. No one yet. Well, if you're in Atlanta, Georgia this weekend and you're a fan of anime, check out MomoCon. For my friends down in Houston in the house, Comic Palooza. General Info Comic Palooza is the largest annual multi-genre comic book, science fiction, anime, gaming, and pop culture convention in the southern United States. And this year, held in Houston. What? Let's see who's going to be here. Let's take a look at some celebrities. Oh my God, this does not look like something I want to look at. Hold on. Let's see, who can we buy? Oh man. Halakwa Cox. Isn't this Echo? She's gonna be there. Anthony Starr, you know who that is. That's Homeland. Homelander himself is gonna be there. This was, wasn't this the Red Arrow? Colton Haynes. Aaron Moriarty from The Boys. Oh man, this is gonna be The Boys type of panel. Look, Jack Quaid's gonna be there too. Lou Diamond Phillips. Mr. La Bamba. Lita. WWE Lita's gonna be there. Mick Foley's gonna be there. Oh snap, Deno Puerta is gonna be there. You know who this is, Aquaman. Not Aquaman, oops. No, Mr. Namor himself. El Niño Sin Amor. Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, is gonna be there. Oh, Arsenal, that was his name. Hey, Houston. Houston, you do not have a problem. This looks like a fun convention. Let's take a look at MCM Comic Con in London. Our friends on the other side of the pond, they have a little con going on. Let's see what's going on. Who's going to be at this one? Let's take a look at some of the guests. Oh man, I don't know any of these folks. But if you're watching this, hey, maybe you have someone here that you want to go check out and get an autograph from. Yup. I know no one. But it looks like they have a lot of people going up, so if you're in London, it looks like they have a con up there. Go check them out. Might be worth it. Anyone down there in Florida? How far is St. Augustine from you? This weekend? Let's take a look who's here. Oh man, there's some metal, some voice actors. Scout Comics, Samantha Castillo. Some indie stuff, huh? 501st is gonna be there. Mandalorian versus Rebel Legion. Look at this. Another pop culture fest. Not too bad, not too shabby. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna call that a night. Just wanted to come on board and hang out for a little bit. Just do a little chatting about the week in Geek and see what's going on in your area. Oh, in your area. Make sure to follow the C-List Villains podcast. They host a live show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, only on their channel, the C-List Villains podcast. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button here for some more Sultry comic talk. I'm your host, Raymundo Saratoga. Thank you for hanging. Until next week, geeks and geekettes.